Hello everyone, I'm Brian Elliott, CEO for Habitat for Humanity Heartland, Ontario, and I'm pleased to welcome you to our virtual key ceremony on the traditional lands of Munsee-Delaware Nation. Habitat for Humanity Heartland, Ontario is very pleased to have partnered with the Munsee-Delaware Nation on bringing 4 new affordable homes to this Indigenous land. During this difficult year, we've had the pleasure of working with volunteers, community partners, construction staff, and donors in making this all become possible. And we did it in a way to keep not only our community safe, but all of our workers safe. To help us celebrate today, we'll be hearing from the Chief of Munsee-Delaware Nation, Mark Peters. We'll be hearing from Frank Cooper, the Manager of Housing for Munsee-Delaware Nation, and other dignitaries to help usher in such a historic event for Habitat Heartland and Munsee-Delaware Nation. As with every Habitat built, this is really about a whole community coming together to do good. And in these trying times, the importance of having a safe and decent place to live has never been more critical. This build project was completed in partnership with the Munsee-Delaware Nation. We couldn't have done it without their support, the support of our partners, our funders, and the construction industry at large. Today, we're pleased to be able to turn over 4 new units to Munsee-Delaware Nation. Habitat Heartland is proud that we were able to complete these builds under the Indigenous Partnership Agreement between Habitat Canada and the Assembly of First Nations, where our build is based on the mutual respect of all parties. I'm able to stand today in one of the 4 homes through the generous support of our volunteers, our community partners, our funders, and our construction helpers. Thank you to all of you for the work you've done to allow us to complete this project and turn these homes over before Christmas. Today I'd like to give a warm thank you to all of our volunteers who made these builds possible. But I'd like to highlight 3 individuals, Brad McMurray, Brad Ward, and Leba Safe, who each and every one of them gave over 100 volunteer hours on our build sites. We'd also like to give a warm thank you to the Tachane Foundation, whose generous support has not only helped us complete builds here on Munsee-Delaware Nation, but they've helped fund 50 homes across Canada to support Indigenous people or Indigenous communities in finding their dream of safe, decent, affordable housing. Our team at Habitat Heartland also wants to generously thank the following community partners. With the support of our community, we continue to feel empowered to build safe, decent, and affordable homes in our communities, where families can realize the strength, stability, and self-reliance that comes from being in a safe, decent, affordable home.
I'd like to say good morning, everybody. Kwingane Walomwa, which means it's good to see you all in the Munsee-Delaware language. Nin Vishinzi Chief Mark Peters. My name is Chief Mark Peters, and Ninun Giai Nalahi. We are at the Munsee-Delaware Nation. And on behalf of Chief and Council and all of our members and staff, I'd like to welcome everybody. We're here to celebrate the opening of 4 new and very spacious homes. We've had a chance to tour through them, and they look beautiful, well constructed, and just incredible space. So that's very nice to see. And I just want to mention there's a lot of work involved in getting us to this point where we have a key to open a door. And I'd like to thank many people that have been involved in this project. I'd like to thank Habitat for Humanity for doing the physical labor work involved in building these houses and other aspects of these homes. And this program has provided an essential assistance to our being able to get to where we are today, by saving us money in certain ways. And I'd like to thank Chief Executive Officer Brian Elliott and the General Manager of Construction, George DeVlute, and Hugh. Yes, Hugh. The project manager, yes. And as well as all the Habitat employees, workers, and volunteers who made all this possible. I'd like to thank the Acting Senior Manager of CMHC, Client Relations and Operations, Priscilla Prius Molina, and a special thank you to our Munsee-Delaware Nation Housing Coordinator, Michelle Snake, who got the ball rolling on this and was able to oversee and coordinate it to this point we're at today. So much thanks. And also to our security, our members here who have made sure everything went well, is also George Allen Cushman, Melanie Nicholas Snake, Gary Snake, Valeria Albert, and Cloud Riley, and Erica Dockstader. I'd like to thank our housing inspector and advisor, Randy Dockstader, and as well as some local businesses and services, McDonald's Home Hardware, Dan Muscat Electrical, and our local contractor and excavator, Mike Heel, as well as Dowler Karn. As mentioned by I think it was George, this was a smooth build, and I have those exact same words written in my words here. It's a smooth build, really. Haven't seen any problems, really, and projects like this are able to work well, allow us as Chief of Council to deal with other matters that are important to us. So it's just good to see it go so well. And, Canadian Mortgage and Housing Company provides the financial backing for the mortgages, the mortgage in this type of situation, but our nation guarantees that loan. And, it's only through the proper management of our housing program that we've been able to get to the point where our monthly mortgages are being paid, and it covers the monthly mortgage payments that we have with CMHC. And this has given CMHC the confidence to continue to work with us. By taking part in this program as well, we are eligible for certain subsidies that help with renovations down the road also. And in addition to the 4 homes that are completed today, we have 2 more that are under construction and should be ready very soon as well. So we look forward to those additional 2 homes and hopefully working with CMHC and others on future projects. One of the things that get in the way out here is land issues and infrastructure problems such as roads, but we're working on those. But overall, we've got a very good, our houses are in very good shape overall within our community, especially given the types of monies that are available to help us keep up with that. But we've able to continue with renovations and roofing and other areas that our homes need, and we will continue to do that. So you know, housing is a big issue in First Nations across Canada, and there are many factors that limited the ability of individuals and families to build homes or to get loans to renovate. But we seem to be doing pretty good here in our community. However, because of the growth and limited housing, you know, many of our members have to move over the years, and 3/4 of our population actually lives off the reserve. And although these houses provide the opportunity for people to remain in our community or maybe even move back, there are many applicants for these houses, and there are some who will have to wait for down the road. So, you know, we have a process in place to ensure fair selection of applicants for these homes, and we're looking for a decision to be made soon in that regard. So it's going to be a very special start to the new year for those who are approved for these homes, and we will be welcoming them into them very soon, we hope. So just like to say, Anishik, thank you again to everyone, and Merry Christmas and a good start to the new year. Thank you very much.
Hi, I'm Kate Young, Member of Parliament for London West. What a wonderful time of the year to celebrate success stories, and the Habitat for Humanity Heartland, Ontario project on the Munsee-Delaware Nation is a great accomplishment. I just want to congratulate everyone involved in the project. The fact that Habitat Heartland Ontario has partnered with the nation to build 4 homes for Indigenous families on traditional territory is just wonderful. I wish we could celebrate in person today, but a video will have to suffice. Please know that we're very supportive of this project and so very pleased to offer our congratulations today and wish the families who move into these homes peace, happiness, and goodwill. Miigwech.
Good morning. My name is Frank Cooper. I am head counselor for Munsee-Delaware Nation, along with the responsibilities as housing portfolio for the nation. I won't share too much more. The chief has already shared quite a bit and thanked a lot of the same people that need to be thanked, and I just want to express my gratitude and thanks as well to those same people. It takes everybody to complete such projects as this, and it's very nice to see beautiful homes that are brought into our community for our membership. And but I'd like to speak out and give a huge thank you to Michelle Snake, the housing coordinator, for her reach out and her accomplishments to these organizations to provide such beautiful homes to our people. Once again, thank you on behalf of Munsee-Delaware Nation.
On behalf of the Tachane Foundation, I would like to congratulate the Munsee-Delaware First Nation and the 4 families on their new Habitat for Humanity homes. I would like to thank Habitat for the excellent work they do, bringing together communities, sponsors, and families to build affordable homes. Habitat has been one of our strongest partners in helping out First Nations, Métis, and Inuit families all across Canada. Enjoy your new homes.
My name is Michelle Snake. I'm the housing coordinator for Munsee-Delaware Nation. And I just want to give a huge thank you, Miigwech, to Habitat for Humanity, CMHC, Priscilla, for the assistance with the funding so that we could complete this project. Previous chief and council was a huge support in the beginning stages, and of course we have a new chief and council as well that I'd like to say thank you for the support with them as well. And a huge thank you to the housing committee that has now been put into place to help do the assistance with selection for the tenants that will be here. And of course our security that has worked around our project for Habitat during the build. And other than that, it's just thank you, and I'm looking forward to working with Habitat for Humanity again in the future. It's very hopeful and very grateful. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Cleveland Brownlee, General Manager of the Better Bin Company and Try Recycling. 2020 has been a year for us all to remember. Being a company that supports the community, when the opportunity became available for us to work with Habitat for Humanity Heartland, Ontario, this was a no-brainer. We were able to support the waste and recycling needs to build 4 new homes for the Indigenous families on the traditional territory located on the Munsee-Delaware Nation. Due to COVID-19 safety, we were not able to all be in the same place at the same time. But I truly believe that with all the teamwork, our mission was accomplished. Thank you Habitat for Humanity for allowing us to be a part of this amazing community engagement. On behalf of Traverse Cycling and the Better Ben Company, thank you to everyone that was involved.
Hello everyone. I'm Laura Husser, Community Manager of Libro Credit Union's London South location. Libro Credit Union supports communities across southwestern Ontario, and we would like to respect and acknowledge the long-standing relationships of the local First Nations and Indigenous communities who have inhabited this land from the beginning. Within the London and surrounding area, we acknowledge the traditional territories of the Attawandaron, Algonquin, Haudenosaunee, Anishinaabe, and Lenni Lenape peoples. Today, I am happy to bring greetings on behalf of Libro Credit Union to celebrate multiple build projects on the traditional territory of the Munsee-Delaware Nation and to honor these 4 families in this very special ceremony. Libro Credit Union exists to grow prosperity in southwestern Ontario by transforming banking. To deliver on our promise, we focus on 4 key pillars that we have identified as significant priorities: employment, financial resilience, local food accessibility, and housing. As a financial institution, we know that investing in our communities isn't about dollars and cents. That's why our commitment to the communities we serve is built into the business that we do every day. At Libro, we have a purpose beyond profit, and we firmly believe that success comes from our partnerships and collaboration. I am proud of our growing partnership with Habitat for Humanity through grants and sponsorships, volunteering for build days, and participating in life-changing events like today. Today, Key Ceremony celebrates the success that comes from teamwork and collaboration. We look forward to building more relationships and supporting Indigenous families in Munsee-Delaware Nation and beyond. Congratulations and our very best wishes to all of the families who are starting the next phase in their lives with home ownership. Thank you.
Okay, on behalf of Habitat for Humanity Heartland, Ontario, just want to say thank you to the Munsee-Delaware Nation for giving us this opportunity to build 4 houses here for your people. I'll just tell you a little bit about the houses. So the houses are built to exceed the National Building Code. The walls have 24-inch on-center studs, R25 insulation. The attic has R60 insulation. The basement houses the tankless hot water heater, the propane furnace, and the heat recovery ventilator. The living and dining room areas are large, which will accommodate family gatherings and friends to come over and visit to make this a home. There's main floor laundry and a main floor bathroom, a 3-piece bathroom. Upstairs are 4 large bedrooms and a 4-piece bathroom. Those 4 large bedrooms were a specific request from Michelle Snake because each person, though they live in a home, they need their personal space, and that personal space in those large bedrooms will allow for a great place to sleep and then also a place to perhaps do homework or other things. These houses are nested in the most picturesque lots that Habitat has ever built on. I commented to our site supervisor, Hugh Williams, that when I come here in the morning, it's so nice and quiet that the stress of living in the city leaves and you're able to enjoy the sounds of nature. So these families that will be living in these homes will have a really great place to live. Another advantage of building here is that Michelle Snake has referred us to many contractors that we've not worked with before and suppliers. Those contractors and suppliers were absolutely amazing to work with, and we look forward to working with them in the future. So thank you very much for that. So on behalf of the construction team at Habitat for Humanity, thank you for giving us the opportunity to build these safe, decent, and affordable homes.
Just before we conclude our virtual ceremony today, we once again have to give thanks to all of our volunteers, community partners, and supporters in helping us make today a reality. And a very special thank you to the partnership and the dedication of the Munsee-Delaware Nation, who continue to be progressive in finding ways to find housing for Indigenous people.